Question 3. What have you learnt from your audience feedback? Okay, so this portion of the question I will be answering about the website and how I got feedback for the website. I created a 10-question survey on SurveyMonkey and gave it out to 20 members of our core audience. 11 people responded, and I'm going to be analysing their feedback. So question 1 was, what is your initial impression of our website? I asked this as the initial impression of a website is important because if the initial impression is not positive, the audience member will potentially not be encouraged to look through the rest of the site and could potentially just leave the site. This would not be effective marketing, therefore we did not want a negative first impression. Overall, the feedback was quite positive, with feedback such as well laid out, authentic and appealing, simple and easy to navigate, neat and minimalist, looks professional and nice design. However, one audience member felt confused that the video was immediately on the homepage as it immediately started playing, which made the website feel a bit more confused, they felt. So potentially we could have moved the video slightly lower so that they could play it themselves rather than being immediately bombarded by the video. Our second question was, how easy was it to find what you were looking for on our website? This was to look at how easily navigated the website was, as if the website was hard to work with, an audience member may not want to continue using the website and may stop using the website very quickly. Overall, this feedback was positive because the most two ticked answers were extremely easy and very easy, and no one voted below somewhat easy. Therefore, everyone found what they were looking for with some to extreme ease, which is definitely what we wanted when we put in the continuous scroll function rather than having separate pages. Question 3 was, which aspect of our website do you like most? For this question, actually, the feedback was quite scattered. There were options between tour information, artist bio, behind the scenes photos, the music video, and the overall design of the website. As the results are scattered, this is positive because no one completely disliked one thing. No one agreed that one portion of the website was bad. Therefore, overall, there was a positive review of all of the different portions of the website. Question 4 was, on a scale of 1 to 5, how believable is our website as a real media product? 5 being most and 1 being least. All of the feedback was over 3 and 4, which means the website was somewhat believable, not completely believable, but not unbelievable, as no one voted below 3. So this is overall quite positive, and we'll see maybe what could make the product more believable when we look at the improvements that we could have potentially made. Question 5 was, is the continuous scroll helpful to navigation? Out of 10 people answering that question, 9 people enjoyed the continuous scroll, whereas 1 person would prefer separate pages. So overall, our continuous scroll allowed navigation at ease, and the audience didn't feel as though they were lost in the website. However, we could potentially put in also separate page links for the other person who wanted separate pages, just in case any other audience would prefer both. Question 6 was, how effectively do you feel our website markets the artist? Overall, I think the feedback was positive, because we have responses such as very effective, very well, clear idea of what type of artist she is, very effectively, fun and outgoing, and down to earth, which are all representations that we actually wanted to promote as a pop artist. One person felt as though we'd only quite effectively marketed the artist. This may be because we had presented the artist differently on the website to how she was presented in the video, so this could have caused a bit more confusion. However, our logic behind this was that because she's a debut artist, we need to show the different sides to her now, whereas when she becomes an established artist, she can afford to stick to certain themes, because she's already completely established all of her different sides. But we wanted to give a bit of a more three-dimensional view to the artist. Question 7 was, which social media links were functional to the Fleur Hunter pages? We created an Instagram, Facebook, YouTube and Twitter account for the artist, and we linked these to the website so as to show the artist as very connected to her fans. About 70% of the feedback said that the Instagram, Facebook and YouTube links were functional, whereas only 60% found the Twitter page and link functional. Therefore, we could double check the links to our social media pages. However, I myself tried to use the links and some of them didn't work. So it is a case of sometimes it working and sometimes it not, unfortunately. However, we could maybe combat this by checking a few times and making sure that there is more than one link on the website. Question 8 was, are you satisfied with the overall functionality and navigation of the website? This is another usage question to see whether or not the audience would be happy to use the website. Because if they wouldn't, there's not much point having a website that no one wants to use. And this had very positive feedback, as all 11 people said that they were satisfied with the functionality and navigation of the website, meaning that we wouldn't have to change any actual structuring to the website, which is positive. Question 9 was, what improvements would you make to the design of the website? I asked this as I wanted to know whether it was more so the design that they felt could be improved, or whether it was potentially the content instead. But it seems as though there were a few design pointers, such as the YouTube link not working, whilst also potentially changing the shade of pink because some found it overbearing. Again, someone said we should move the video to a different portion so as to not immediately bombard them with the video. Someone would prefer if we had put the links elsewhere as well as at the bottom, so as to make them easier to find. And other pointers included changing the font colour so that it was easier to read against a dark background, and improving things such as the bio and making it slightly more interesting.